This content includes themes of violence, explicit sexuality, and moral dilemmas. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you are uncomfortable with provocative or heavy topics, please refrain from watching. Produced by Diox Studio.